Hey guys, what's going on? This is J/Rant here, coming back to you guys with another rant video for you guys today. And sorry guys for the long-waited video. I know you guys been waiting on a new video from me, a new rant video, but I'm here to bring you guys another rant video for you guys today. And today I want to do a rant about Christmas. And the reason why I wanted to do a rant about Christmas is because I watched Cobra Awesome's video on Christmas, his rant about Christmas, and I really have to agree with everything he said in that video. 100% agree with that video as entirely, because I felt like Christmas, it's just I just felt like it just doesn't really feel like Christmas. It doesn't. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate Christmas or anything. Christmas is still one of my all-time favorite holidays, but I just felt like in this day and time, Christmas is just really boring, and it's just people has really kind of lost the spirit, of Christmas, which I understand the economy's bad, everything's expensive, and you people just can't really go out and buy gifts anymore on how bad the economy is, because Christmas used to be cool. Christmas, when I was growing up, Christmas used to be a magical time where you look forward to getting presents, spending time with family, decorating the Christmas tree, going to the mall, picking out gifts, seeing the Santa at the mall sitting on his lap, telling Santa what you want him to give you for Christmas, which at the time we believed that Santa was real. We thought that Santa Claus was real, and it's like now people has really lost the joy of Christmas on how everything is now. It's really sad that back then we was kids, Christmas was cool. And back then Christmas was simple. Like, Christmas was really, really, really simple. Parents back then didn't have to go out and buy parents didn't have to go out of their way to buy expensive gifts for their kids back then, because back then you could buy your kids anything and they'll be grateful for what they get. Especially my parents. I had like a lot of toys over the years, and I was grateful for every toy that I gotten, from remote control cars to Hot Wheels play sets, action figures, plug and plays. I had so many plug and plays. If y'all remember the early 2000s, I had so many plug and plays over the years. And back then it was so simple to buy something for your kid and they will be so happy to get it. And it's like now these kids today want these PS5s and Xbox Series X and Nintendo Switch 2 and laptops, tablets, the newest iPhones, and we already know that a lot of that stuff is costly, and how bad this economy is, how bad the economy is. Everything's expensive, and you try to tell your kid no, they're gonna throw a temper. I'm not saying all kids do that. I'm not generalizing every kid that do that, but I'm talking about majority of kids that spoil nowadays. They will definitely want some stuff for Christmas, and if their parents can't afford it, it's like, and if you try to buy your kid like a gift or whatever, it ain't anything expensive or anything, they're gonna throw a temper tantrum. At least be grateful that you have something, and that's what Christmas to me is not about getting gifts or getting gifts and figuring out whatever you got. Christmas is about giving and spending time with family. That's what the true meaning of Christmas is. I just felt like people lost the true meaning of what Christmas is. And like I said before, Christmas was simple. You could just buy your kid any toy and they will be happy to give it. This is one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever had. This was back in 2009. I was 10 years old. And I don't know if you guys don't notice, but I was a big WWE fan. I watched Monday Night Raw every Monday. I watched more Monday Night Raw than I do SmackDown. I watch SmackDown most of the time, but all the time I watch Raw. I never forget it. Every Monday, USA, 8 o'clock Monday Night Raw will always come on. And my parents got me a It was a WWE playset. I never forget it. It was the tables, ladders, and chairs. TLC. It came with chairs, broken tables, and a ladder. And it came with, I think, 2 microphones. And I already had like action figures for, you know, my this playset, because I used to get like action figures from Walmart and stuff like that. And I remember I would take them to elementary school with me. And because I had a friend of mine that was into WWE too, and we will trade, you know, and play with action figures and stuff like that. I played the hell out of that thing, that play set. And I remember wrestling with the wrestlers, and, you know, making the wrestlers hit with chairs. I would make my own storylines. It was fun, you know. And I think I got 2 PS2 games too. I think it was Sonic the Mega Collection. I also got another game. I forgot. I think it was a NBA basketball game or something. But Christmas was fun back in them days. And kids back then were grateful for what they got. I got so many bikes. I don't see kids riding bicycles anymore. I noticed that Christmas back then was simple, and parents did not have to come off a lot of money. They really didn't. Now, I'm not saying kids back then didn't want like an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 or a GameCube or a PlayStation 2. I wanted it. I wanted a PlayStation 2. I'm not gonna lie. I did get one back in the day, years ago. And, you know, I'm not saying kids back then didn't want, you know, the latest electronics like the PS2, Xbox 360, stuff like that when those game consoles came out. Back then, you can afford it. Back then, it's like now, I'm not saying parents today can't afford kids' expensive stuff, but I just felt like how bad the economy is and everything's so expensive now. You know, parents is not not able to really buy stuff. And not to mention TV, man. Like, back then, Christmas specials were the thing back in the day, especially on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, ABC Family, before it was called Freeform. It was cool. You know, I always looking forward for the Christmas specials. They were, and also the 25 Days of Christmas. I'll be looking forward to that too. Watching all the famous, all the well-known Christmas specials, from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus Coming to Town, Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Polar Express, Home Alone, what others? And some of the Christmas specials that we love, like SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, stuff like that, man. It's like all those channels, like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel, they used to take Christmas seriously. They will definitely take the holidays very, very, very seriously with the Christmas bumpers and, you know, showing a lot of Christmas specials. And I really do miss that, bro. I miss that every year, and I remember tuning into every channel from Disney Channel to Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and watching, especially, and also Boomerang too, watching every Christmas special. And I really do miss them days. And in this day and time, I just think that Christmas to me is very boring. It's not as fun anymore. And I guess you could argue that we're all getting older. We got responsibilities now. And of course, you may think that Christmas is lame now. But at the time, you know, Christmas back then we was coming up was fun. And Christmas back then was very, very simple. It's not as bad like it was today. It's really not. So yeah. So I'm not really feeling it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna celebrate Christmas with my family and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to tell you that Christmas is. It just don't feel like Christmas. It really doesn't. And everybody's been saying that, like, it doesn't feel like Christmas. And then you got people actually getting offended. You got some people getting offended by people saying Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas. And you know, when you try to say Happy Holidays to someone, you know, they get all offended because they expect you to say Merry Christmas. It shouldn't really matter if you say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. Who cares? Let people say whatever the hell they want to say. If they want to say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas, it shouldn't be offensive. It shouldn't. I don't really care if you say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas. I don't really care, because remember, we got New Year's too coming up in the next couple of weeks. We got New Year's. Remember that. So I don't really have much more to say, guys. I'm just not really feeling. I just felt like Christmas is just. I just felt like Christmas is just. I just felt like it just, to me, it just don't feel like Christmas. That's just all I'm saying. Now, this is not me bashing Christmas and stuff like that. I still love Christmas to this day, but I just felt like Christmas back then, when I was a kid, was fun. It was a million times better to what Christmas is now. Well, guys, this has been my rant about Christmas. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about your feelings of Christmas. Are you guys feeling the holidays? If you guys not, I would love your feedback in the comment section. And like, subscribe if you're new. Share this video with your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. My name is J Sledge Rants. Take care and happy holidays.